The last time I had a boyfriend, somebody who said, we're in a relationship, we're in this together, was 13 years ago. I think being single is the biggest cause of my loneliness. I'm missing a deeper connection with someone in particular, I think.
The truth about what's keeping women single and lonely. The Female Dating Approach Analysis. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. In the previous video, I mentioned a documentary that I've seen, and in this video, we would like to highlight a part of that documentary that goes into an almost 40-year-old woman being single and lonely. It says a lot about how females approach dating. So this video will be an analysis/breakdown on why the female dating approach keeps women single and lonely. Shout out to the Patreon gang! Salute! The original video is gonna be on Patreon because we have to respect the YouTube guidelines. That's why you will get a censored and filtered YouTube friendly version. So if you like what we do and you want to experience our content to the fullest extent, support us on Patreon. Now it's time for us to dive into this and do what we have to do. Because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we? Shit.
10 years ago, Jay moved to Leeds for a new job, leaving behind her life and friends in London.
I'm going to be turning 40 next year. I didn't think I would be in this situation when I got to this age. I was pretty sure I'd have the whole relationship thing sorted by now. It's not happened at all. I've actually spent most of my 30s single, which is not how it is in Sex and the City.
This is where we start our analysis. She said that this is not how it is in Sex and the City. So we're talking about a concept, an idea of how she thinks life is supposed to be. We have a few breakdown videos when it comes to the Sex and the City series. And it's obvious that the content in that series has led to many single and lonely women because of its popularity and worldwide success. However, it's not Sex and the City that draws first blood. Check this out.
Growing up, you would find me watching Disney movies on repeat. The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, waiting for the day my prince would come. The day I would meet someone who would fulfill me, lift me up, protect me from ever feeling lonely again, take care of me until my dying day.
Disney fairy tales. From a young age, women get indoctrinated with the concept of Prince Charming coming to their rescue. And we all know that Prince Charming is perfect, right? Even in Beauty and the Beast turns out to be a handsome prince that can provide an above average lifestyle. And what these Disney movies also bank on is the competitive nature of women. Haven't you noticed that the popular fairy tales seem to involve jealousy and envy? In Snow White, who is the fairest of them all? In Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella, they both have these evil sisters that they eventually best. It's about being better than everyone else. It's about shining brighter than everyone else. The Beast was gonna die if he didn't have a big castle with luxury resources and all that magical Final Fantasy VII voodoo shit. Average Joe is cut out early, and the fairy tales don't stop at a young age. Let's continue.
As I grew older, I graduated to movies like Dirty Dancing, waiting in the corner for someone to pull me up and out on stage. In short, I was a hopeless romantic.
Hopeless romantic. These stories don't change much. However, women are more like men these days. But Prince Charming is still Prince Charming. It's still expected in modern times that a charming prince will show up one day and take care of everything. We've made a video about Mr. Big from the Sex and the City series where we explain why he is number one. Even though Carrie runs through a lot of men in the series, racking up her body count like it's nothing. Prince Charming concept. Not focused on making a deeper connection, but on romance. And now we're gonna focus on what was said in the beginning of the clip and move forward from there. Check it out.
10 years ago, Jay moved to Leeds for a new job, leaving behind her life and friends in London.
I'm lying in bed or I'm just out wondering why nobody wants me. what it is that you're doing wrong that means that for some reason you're completely undesirable.
She moved for work, leaving behind her life and friends. What's keeping these women single and lonely is their pursuit of jobs and careers. Sex and the City gives women a distorted view of what career women's lives look like and places a lot of value on having these careers. We all know that men don't give a shit about your degree, career, or how much money you make. So when these ladies ask themselves, what am I doing wrong? This is one of the answers. Check it out.
What is your approach with your communication in online dating?
So I'm super passive. I kind of just wait for the guy to take the lead. I want to see like where they're going to take it. Are you going to text me at 4 a.m. saying you up? Or are you going to text me good morning and be like, hope you have a great day? So I kind of just let them take the lead. I'm super picky about how I let men kind of talk to me. So sometimes that can come across as that I'm not interested or a little bit mean. But I do try to let them just take the lead and kind of fall back a little bit.
So what is the percentage of men that you see on Hinge or Tinder that you're proposing to them to go for coffee?
Me personally?
Yeah.
It's very minimal.
No, what is it? Are we talking 10%, one,
I
a
think
fraction?
2%.
2%. So two.
And I'm not even asking. I will say yes if they ask.
You what?
Maybe I will agree, but I'm probably not one to proactively reach out.
That same energy that you put into your career, moving from city to city, getting your education, applying for jobs, it's clear that women are ready to sacrifice a lot for their jobs and careers. But when it comes to building a serious relationship, they are passive as fuck. Let's take it a step further.
When it gets really dark, when I'm feeling really down about myself, I tend to focus on my weight. I tend to think that that's the only thing I can think of that's really changed in like the last 13 years is that I've put on weight. I'm not going to meet any single guys at Weight Watchers. I think if I thought I was going to meet single guys, I might go to Weight Watchers.
She's laughing. However, the takeaway is that you can do something about your weight. And you shouldn't do it for a man. You should do it for yourself. Because being overweight is unhealthy. And when you are unhealthy, you're not at your best. You won't feel at your best. And people will not experience your best. And that's the point I want to make. You can work on certain things. You can improve yourself. I say it many times on this channel. Most women are boring. We are talking about making deeper connections. Can you have a deeper conversation? Do your interests go deeper than ordering Chinese takeout and binge watching on Netflix? Check this out.
Dating was through mutual friends. It's totally fine to go on dates with people and realize, oh, like we're not a good match, but like I had a great time with you. Every person you go on a date with doesn't have to lead to a relationship, or you don't owe that person to like go home with them type of thing. And so that's what I was experiencing. I was going on dates but not really clicking with anyone.
Are you clickable? Are you a likable person? It's not that these women are not going on dates. It's their unrealistic expectations they have when it comes to dating. And this documentary shows you something interesting that you might overlook if you're not focused. Check this out.
I have resorted to internet dating. I think I've got to the point where I try and make a joke out of it. I try not to care. I try not to put any weight on it. I casually flick through, being all optimistic and lighthearted about it. But actually,
It's really horrible.
yeah, it is. It can be quite grim, and sometimes actually going on there is worse than not being on there at all. It almost feels like another place to be rejected. In real life, there's nobody there. I can't find anybody. There isn't anybody who seems to be wanting me. And I've just opened myself up to another platform and a whole host of other people who aren't interested in me either. I sometimes wonder if I'll get to a point where I'll just go,
Did you see that? Again.
I sometimes wonder if I'll get to a point where I'll just
Ah, this woman just dismissed 4 guys based on how they look. If they don't look like Prince Charming, he's dismissed. And look at what she says.
if I'll get to a point where I'll just go, yeah, anyone will do. But I don't think I will.
That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote, guys. These women cannot make the adjustment. There are enough guys out there, but she is not interested. I repeat, she is not interested. This woman is below average looking. The weight doesn't help. She talks about being lonely and she's dismissing guys like it's nothing. And you're not even on the date yet. Let me give you an example of what happens when women don't get what they want.
I was asked out on a date by this guy. And y'all, I ain't even want to go. Like, I was not attracted to him. So I was asked out. Did not want to go. But I said, let me give him a chance. You know, shit.
She already knows that she's not interested in you, but she doesn't have other options. So she gives you a shot going into this date with the wrong attitude. It's gonna be hard to click with this woman because she did not go out there to click with you. It's not impossible. However, you were not her first choice because you didn't look the part on that dating app. And she was talking to you just because she was bored. It's a selfish and entitled act for her to go on a date with the intention of not trying to make the most of it.
Do you think you're going to be able to come to terms with that? This might be it. That could be you on your own. I mean, how does that make you feel?
Sorry. I can't come to terms with that. I don't, and that's what's hard because I don't know how to change it.
Loneliness is a serious issue, guys, for men and women. Don't take it for granted. The female dating approach in conjunction with female nature in modern Western society is gonna keep a lot of women single and lonely. As men, we have a different experience when it comes to loneliness. That's why I recommend you to watch the full documentary. Link in the description to get more insight on how men deal with loneliness. It's interesting to see because we have the tendency to do what we have to do. Because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we? Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.